Hey, what's up? I'm the Zim. This is the Zim video. This is volume 3, part 16 of my rideshare experience video series. I've been a rideshare driver since February 2nd, 2017. And I've been documenting it all right here on the YouTube for you to check it out, yo. Thanks for subscribing to the channel on the pop-up on the screen or on the page below, or wherever it is around this picture. I'm trying to get those subscribers. Got my neighbors outside making some noise. Maybe you heard it. So, does it sound better? Those of you that have been here before, I finally got a mic for the camera that's designed for this kind of thing. So, made a few other videos so far, and I think it sounds better. Let me know if you think it sounds better. Comments. Where it's at. Comments or where it's at. How much I made. This is how much I made this week. Let's start with Uber. I got the Uber one up there, and I did 57 rides with Uber for a total of 596 rides so far on the Uber platform, and then I made $442.77, including $18 in tips. Boom! So that's Uber. That's what I did with Uber. Let's go to Lyft. With Lyft, I did $1,460.45 for a total of, including $60.33 in tips. I got $1 in cash tips, so total tips this week was $79.33. I did 103 rides total, 46 on Lyft. So, well below the average I like, which is $1 per ride. I don't know if well below, but below the average. It's disappointing. San Diego, what's up? Where are the tips at? Where are the tips at? I only worked 4 days last week. Let's put up Uber's daily breakdown. I worked 4 days last week because I knew Saturday I wasn't going to be working, so I worked Monday. I had some stuff going on Tuesday, so I just took Tuesday off, and then worked Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. By the time the week went on, I had Saturday, had family stuff, I had all this stuff going on, so I decided to take Saturday and Sunday off, which was excellent. Loved it. And what happened, but I was lucky though, because I managed to make $900 in 4 days, because the main reason, so you're asking me, what, it says 1,000. We'll get to the 1,900 in a bit, because the $1,000 was a bonus I got, which I want to talk about later in the video, but I'll mention it real quick now. It's from the Lyft IPO, initial public offering for their stock stuff. I'll go into details of it shortly in the end of this video, but for now we're going to stick with just my normal routine. So it would have been subtract $1,000 from my total, and that's what you get for the normal routine. So I made $904.22 total, and that's pretty good for 4 days. A little bummed that I wasn't able to work that fifth day, because I would have made I could have made like 11 this week, just on normal stuff. But oh well, it would have been nice to break 2,000. I was hoping so, and then for this video, so that in the video, like in the thumbnail, I could be like $2,000 in a week, and people were like, what? Even though it's not really the truth this week, but I don't know. Here's the Lyft daily breakdown. Check it out. Leave that up for a second. Okay, that's long enough. Alright, that's how much I made and how I made it for the most part. If you have any questions around how much I made, let me know, and we'll talk about that extra 1,000 at the end of this video, like I said, because now we'd like to go into shout outs and mail time. I'll tell them shout outs. I got 3 shout outs. Miguel Perez, Deanna from Chicago, Deanna from Chicago, Levon. Alright, those are my shout outs. Those are just people I haven't ever seen comment on my rideshare videos, or that I forgot. Maybe they comment. I'm pretty confident none of these people have commented before. I appreciate you interacting with the channel, with the videos. Appreciate you. I just want to let you know that. So that's what I do. I shout out. So we got 2 questions. Like I said last week, I'm limiting it to 2 questions, but we really didn't get many questions this week anyway, so it worked out. But I picked out 2 questions to talk about for today. It's mail time. This one comes from Deanna from Chicago. If you do the express drive with Lyft, does the rider know that? Question mark. Is there a difference in the amp color? Question mark. Examples, Lyft is pink, Lyft line is purple. So, just for those that don't know or are curious, 2 questions are in this. I'll answer a couple things. Express Drive rental program. Express Drive is the rental program through Lyft. I was in it for a year, solid year. And at that time, the rider definitely did not know. I did thousands of rides with people. They had no clue that I was in a rental until I told them. I don't know if that's changed. Probably hasn't changed. I don't think Lyft wants people to know that type of level of information. But I don't know. I could be wrong. But yeah. So I told a lot of people I was in a rental. They're like, oh, really? A rental? Oh, wow. That's crazy. Tell me more about that. So that's that one. They definitely don't know. The amp has 0 relation to the amp is that little light that you've probably seen by now if you're not a Lyft driver or a rideshare driver. But the little oval shaped amp, I don't have mine in here. It's my daughter's messing with it. I took it out of my car, which I talked about last week. I'm not rocking any of the lights right now. I'm liking the clean look on my dashboard. But just the stickers, I think it looked pretty classy, just the stickers. But the amp is the light, changes color based on, well, it's arbitrary, because what it's for my knowledge, is to let the passenger know how to find your car a little bit easier. So if the driver has an amp, we got more action going on in the background, drilling or something. If the passenger, if the app will say, they'll have a little picture of the car and it'll show the color of the amp that you should be looking out for. It's mainly designed, I think, mainly for nighttime, like picking up people at night. So they have maybe a better chance of seeing your car coming down the street. If there's a couple, like if you're in a busy area, lots of lifts all around, you can kind of take out some of the guesswork with, oh, there's an orange one. I want the orange amp color. But to be honest, if you are a passenger watching this, license plate is the best way, really the only way you should be doing this. The amp, people don't really look at the amp. People still get into the car. They don't even know. They're like, hey, what's that? I don't know. Just look at the license plate. So that's that. I think that answers all that, right? So it has nothing to do with whether you're in, oh, and then Lyft line and Lyft, you know, they don't change the color at all for what type of ride you're on, if it's a shared ride or if it's a regular Lyft or it's an XL or whatever they say. It's all just to help the passenger find the car. Nothing, there's, yeah. On the back side of the amp, the part of the amp facing the passengers, they'll change that sometimes with little text things. Lately they've been doing like how long it's been taking to, or how long they think it should be to get to the destination when you're in the car, to try to update the passengers. They say the name of the passenger usually. Sometimes on specific holidays they'll mention some different things like Happy St. Patty's Day or whatever. I don't know. There's that. Next question comes from Brian Halleck. Brian, what's up, dude? How you doing? I know Brian. Brian's cool. Did you notice more mileage or an increase in fuel consumption? Also, an app called Maestro will switch on and off driver mode. So he's referencing, referencing the fact that I'm now driving 2 platforms. This question was from a couple weeks ago, because, oh, did you miss me last week? I didn't do one last week. Oh, and I'm scruffy, hella scruffy. I didn't shave for about 2 weeks. I'll be doing it probably right after this video. But so Brian's like, have you noticed? So this is what I've noticed, because I've changed my strategy. I've drastically, I haven't been waiting at all since I changed my strategy. The best part about doing dual platforms, from my perspective right now, 2 weeks of doing dual platforms, a really good, so 9 days, or so I had 5 first week, 4 last week, 9 days of pretty solid, like expectation of making $200 a day. I made $200 every day. It was easy. So I feel very confident now that I'll be making $200 a day, working about 10-ish hours. I can't say app hours anymore because I don't track it that way anymore. Can you hear the dishes? Now we got people doing dishes in the house. Lots of noises in the background this week, so I hope you're into it. You know, it gives it a little realness, right? Hopefully. No, maybe not. But now I got this mic that points this way. Maybe you can't hear it. Feeling confident that I'll be making $200 a day based on the strategy, which is way better than waiting for the boat, than like waiting around and trying to get the. I've had many people in the car, or I take Lyfts every once in a while. That's pretty much. I don't take Ubers yet. Don't have the app, so I take Lyfts every once in a while, and I've had the conversation with the drivers, like the strategy, and a couple times so far, people that drive, or they told me they don't like. One person told me that he doesn't like driving both platforms mainly because he's confused about it. So it's like a matter of learning the strategy, learning how to manipulate the apps and do that thing. Like we'll get to the second part of Brian's question about Maestro, but you know, it's just it takes another level of learning how to do the job, another level of strategy, another level of organizing your thoughts around how to do the job. But it's so much better. And then like this last weekend, I took a Lyft home, and this girl she's going for the bonuses, right? She's like, and she was hustling, and she had both stickers in the car, but she was going for the Lyft bonus. Like, if you're going for the bonus, it means you're not really taking rides off the other platform, because it's just, there's no way to get the bonuses. There's no way to get the bonuses if you're doing both platforms. So it's all about getting those rides back to back. But it's I can imagine for a lot of people, it's such a mind that you're like, you're thinking like, well, if I get more rides, I'll get the bonus, right? You'll get the bonus. But really, I've been able to get rides so much faster back to back on both platforms that I'm making more money faster, so I don't have to worry. I don't have to think about the bonus. I'm not waiting around, and so it's been so much better. So, but in the fact that I'm not waiting, I'm not pulling over. So this is the whole point of this rant I'm going on. Is Brian asked if I'm using more gas, if I've noticed more gas, and I have to say, a little bit. It's ticked up a little bit, I think. It's been hard. We'll check back on this, but I feel like it's ticked up a little bit because I'm just driving. I'm driving more. It's like I'm not stopping to pull over to wait. I'm just putting in a few more. It feels like I'm putting in a few more miles every day to get the money. So consider that. Think about that. Whatever. It feels like it's ticked up just a hair. Not drastic, not like, oh my, hundreds of dollars more. Just a hair. Maybe like, no, just a hair. We'll check in more on that. So he also mentioned Maestro, because I mentioned something about app management. There's an app called Maestro, and from what I understand, I meant to look it up before this video, but I didn't. But I've seen online and stuff already that Maestro only works for Android. I'm on iOS. So I don't know what's an iOS, app that'll, help you regulate your apps. But I got it down. I'm not even worried. I'm not even, like last week, one time I got a request at the same time. Out of the 103 rides I got, I had to cancel one time. I think Maestro lets you do a couple things because you can set parameters, from what I understand. You can say, like, I don't want to accept a ride that's over 10 minutes away or whatever. That's one thing. Did I mention in the past? One part of my strategy with all this is if I'm in the San Diego area, I don't accept a ride that's over 10 minutes away. So if it shows 10 minutes or more, I don't accept it. I just I swipe up or pass by it, just let it go. Doesn't happen very often, but every once in a while, because I know within 10 minutes, I'm going to get a request for another ride that's closer. So I just roll it that way. With this strategy, this is the way that I'm so into it. I'm so into it right now. it feels so much better. Like, it doesn't feel like I'm working. It's like the waiting time is the killer. The waiting time is the killer. So like, not feeling like you're waiting and just working, it's like so much better. I like have way more energy every week now because just the nature, just a tweak on the job is just better. Okay, so there's that. That's my mail time for this week. Thanks guys for the questions. If you have any questions for me, check it out. You can send them on the Instagram at RideshareZim. Comments on this video, these videos, any of these videos, old, new ones, whatever. And then also the _Zim at hotmail.com. So send them in. If you have any questions for me and my experience driving, I'd love to tell you my thoughts on stuff, make videos, stuff, talk to you. All right. So the last part of this is my experience part. I have two things here. I just for and giggles, I put I drove to LA. So last Thursday, got a ride. So again, part of this whole strategy of driving both platforms, I'm not going for bonuses anymore. So it opened up for me the possibility of driving to LA again. I'm on the fence about whether I like it or not. I kind of don't like just how long it takes, but I do like that you make more money faster. You make more money faster, period. And if you have the time and you want to do it, you can put it on destination mode to get home from San Diego to LA. It's like a two-hour drive on average. Can be as low as an hour and a half, as high as 3 or more, depending on traffic. But this was like the perfect experience last Thursday because it was the perfect time. It was basically 2 hours up, 2 hours back. Boom, I was done. 4-hour round trip, basically. Got it in. I made $121 out of it. So 121, 4 hours divided by, or whatever, 121 divided by 4 hours. It's a little over 25 bucks, 26, $7 an hour. I don't know. I didn't do the math. 28 bucks an hour. What is it? I don't know. You do the math. So that's all right. I mean, of course, before gas and all that. But it, like I was on half a tank of gas, I think when I left, or just below a half a tank of gas when I left the San Diego area, and I got home in just above empty, like 90 miles above empty or something. So, you know, it takes about, you know, a little over, probably like a third of a tank to do the round trip from San Diego. It's not bad. So basically, first time going to LAX ever as a car, so that was interesting to get the now I know that, so if it ever happens again. But what I'm saying is, since I don't have to go for the bonuses anymore, it's like I can take these rides, and I was in that space. I got the request. It said 45 plus minutes on Lyft because they give you a heads up. I don't know if Uber does that, but Lyft gives you a heads up saying like this is gonna be a long ride. So I was actually in like Encinitas or something, so I was above San Diego, so it potentially could have been a southern ride that would have been a slightly longer ride, or it was LA ride. It ended up being an LA ride. I didn't know. I was contemplating calling them and asking, but I decided just to go. I was like, you know, I'll take it. I was like, I'll take it. Let's do it. Perfect scenario. I just ate and went to the bathroom, and then picked this guy up and did the ride and made it up and back and home. And that was my last ride because it was like, it's at 7, it was about 7 o'clock, and I made it home by like 11. Yeah. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. Made it home by 11 and was done for the day. It was great. Worked out. Made $275 that day. Pretty good. Pretty good. So that really helped. Really helped the week for sure. That's that. I'm not sure if I have anything else to say about that experience. So, the big news, the big thing I'm holding out on you is and I meant to mention this earlier, but I figured I'd wait for it to actually show up. So yes, last week on Tuesday, driving around, I think it was Tuesday, or one day last week, doing my thing, or Wednesday, maybe, doing my job, and then finally on my account, it had a $1,000 bonus, because let's put up this letter here, a couple weeks ago, I got a letter from Lyft, because if you don't know already, they're going public. It's called IPO. It's called Initial Public Offer. So in this IPO thing, and they're going to sell stocks, they offered any driver in good standing with, as of February 25th, I think it says on the letter, any driver in good standing as of February 25th, 2019, if you had 10,000 or more rides, they were kicking down, giving you a $1,000 bonus, which is cool. It's awesome, not expecting it, and it just comes. Kind of wish that was part of what they did for 10,000 riders anyway, but you know, looking at it, 10 cents a ride, you know, and then there's a window between 10,000 rides and 20,000 rides. All those drivers that are in good standing as of February 25th get $1,000. Imagine, so check this out. I think it's in that, maybe it's in that, well, I'll put this up. This is an extension of that letter. I think it's there. Hopefully it's there. Hopefully I still have it. Any driver that had 20,000 or more rides in that same window got $10,000. Can you imagine if you had 19,998 rides? Man, I'd be pissed. $10,000. That's pretty awesome. So that's what they're doing. Lyft is doing. So I got $1,000, but I'm stoked on $1,000 because last week, as you know, I didn't drive, or the week, whatever, because I didn't do a video last week, and I had already decided to take the week off because it was my birthday week. And I was like, or whenever it was, I took a week off for my birthday, and the day after I decided to take the week off, I got this letter. I got that letter I just showed you from Lyft. So it was kind of like having a paid vacation. It was like, yes, I get to take a week off and not lose out on any money. It did come a week later than I thought. I thought it would be deposited on like the week they said like by the 19th or around the 19th. I thought it was going to be deposited, but it actually just showed up on my account, so it gets deposited this week. There's that. I don't know. There's that. So that was pretty cool. Thanks, Lyft, for giving me money. I appreciate it. I don't know. If you have any questions for me, again, let me know. You know how to do it. Comment on the videos. I'd love it. Subscribe if you haven't. And, you know, as always, may your rides be long and your tips be big.